Yeah. So what do you think about that Hub guy, Trev?
Marcus. See,
Yeah.
like I was telling you, I followed him on Twitter for a long time, just because he used to be on like Packers radio, or he did some like highlights or something for the NFL. Like he would do the highlights. Oh yeah, it'd be like in the post game for the Packer games on the radio. He'd do the highlights or whatever. I knew he was a Bears guy. Like he followed the Bears and shit. And the funny thing is, his Bears takes are horrible. So
Like,
like I just think like a typical Bears person where the off season is everything for them. Like the off season is so important. Like Rodgers hurt his team in the off season, even though they're 13-3 with the number one overall seed.
hard to say that. Hard to make that comment.
Or an even worse comment is like, oh, he's a jerk, or he's not, he's not a good teammate, or whatever the fuck he was saying. I mean, you're not in the locker room. You don't know. Obviously, he's a good enough teammate where the team's gone 13-3. So,
I mean, and besides Greg Jennings and maybe Finley, I haven't really heard a player say that they didn't like Aaron Rodgers. Well, and I didn't even hear either one of those players actually say that either. They just kind of alluded to him not being a good teammate, but that's 2 out of hundreds at this point, if not thousands.
whatever, it's stupid. Yeah, he's played a lot of guys, but not many people come out and said that. And to even get to that level like of play as a quarterback, you got to be somewhat arrogant. Like, I mean, he's probably going to be teammate. There's probably guys in the team right now that don't really care for him. They're not going to say nothing, and it sounds like most of the guys are there for him anyway. Like, what they got a cohesive enough, good enough team where they're gelling enough where they're 13-3, and they obviously have enough confidence in the win games. So, like, I don't see what the problem is.
I mean, my thing is too is the fact that like the way I would look at it as okay, if you've been with a guy for let's say 10 years or something, there might become friction at one point. But every time there's a new receiver, a new offensive member, yeah, he might get on their ass like on the field, but those players love him. If you follow them on Twitter, they always have good things to say about Aaron on their tweets. And you don't have to go out of your way to personally tweet about somebody if you didn't care for them. You wouldn't do that.
Well, this is stupid because this whole conversation is irrelevant because this has no bearing on your MVP vote. And you said that he apologized on Twitter or whatever, just basically trying to save his MVP vote because so many people call him out, like Gil Brandt and like respected NFL people.
Yeah.
And basically, all I'm saying, like, you have no business voting if you're not voting for their on the field performance. Like,
yeah, this isn't.
If you have predisposed, like you're not going to vote for him for the season even started. Like your vote doesn't count then. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it just shows like some of these. A lot of these prestigious sports award trophies are kind of meaningless because of who votes on them, like writers and shit, like baseball, Hall of Fame and stuff like that. It just a lot of it's so stupid. If it's not other players that are voting for these guys, like it really doesn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean it's the MVP award. It's not the Peyton Manning Man of the Year award. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the best player on a team that's carrying his team. And Aaron, I mean, me and you tend to think, there's more to this than just Aaron Rodgers. Like a lot of people that probably get to vote for this award think it is, but I mean, he is the quarterback of the best team in the NFL record-wise. There's nobody in the NFL that has a record like the Packers, just like we said at the beginning of the year, just like we said after week 1. I mean, we knew what was going to happen. We knew that little bump in the road week 1 wasn't going to stop us. But he's the MVP in my eyes and a lot of people's eyes. I mean, he only had 44 out of the 50 votes last year to win MVP, so I'm sure this douchebag in my Aaron Rodgers campaign didn't vote for him last year, probably either because he's probably upset that he said, I'm pretty sure that he did say in his interview that another thing was he was upset that he said he owned the Bears.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Rodgers off the field anymore either, like I used to be. So whatever, still don't think he's not the MVP. And I mean, even Rodgers' reaction to this when they asked him about it, like he called him a bum, like he got into name calling and putting himself back in the victim category. Oh, it's just because I'm unvaccinated. Like he's such an obsessed with that now.
But yeah, the woke mob had him.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with Rodgers off the field either. Like I don't know him personally or like can say like I don't know how anybody can say like confidently, oh, he's a jerk or he's not a good teammate. Nobody's in that locker room. Yeah. So only a former player or a current player can really even speak on that. So I mean, the whole thing's kind of stupid. But I would like to point out, like you just said, about the Packers' record, and you can go back and listen to our every pod that we've done. We've been telling everybody the whole time, enjoy this season. Live in the moment this season because it's going to be a special one. We've been saying it, and now it's kind of cool that everybody else is kind of coming around and seeing the same thing. Like, finally, week, fucking 16, 17, whatever the hell. Like, oh yeah, the Packers are pretty good. We should probably enjoy this because they might probably go to the Super Bowl. Well, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. We've been telling people the whole time. Like, people are just starting to realize it now, though.
And what's super impressive to me that, they fail to talk about, they like to talk about Jair being gone, Zadarius being gone, Bach being gone, but they don't talk about the Eltons being gone. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking
about a second string line.
Completely. I mean, it's basically 100% a second string line. You could argue at the left tackle spot, that's our third string, but still second string line with a rookie. 4 second stringers and a rookie out there. And nobody talks about that. They don't talk about that. Elton's name doesn't even get brought up. Like, he's not a top 5 lineman in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, we got 2 of the top 5 linemen in the NFL with a healthy Bakhtiari, really. But I do think these might be the Packers guards going forward, though, with Runyon and Newman. I think they're both been playing solid, and I think they will be the Packers starting guards for like the future. So
what are you doing with Elton then?
Elton, I think, is going to have to play tackle. Whether it's right or left, I don't know. How long Billy signed for. Billy's been playing great. He's been out hurt, so we're going to get Billy back too, likely for the playoffs, right?
We're getting Billy, Josh, and I'm like 98% sure we're going to get Bach back too.
That does sound encouraging. Because you talk to any Packer fan, like, you can't just throw him out there in the divisional round after not playing all year. But it sounds like they're going to try to get him some reps. If he gets some reps against the Lions, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. You got to have him back. But, I mean, to be honest with you, Trevor, I hate to say this. And obviously, I could just be saying this because we haven't seen him play in a while. But, I mean, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself. But
I would say I'm really confident in Yash, and if we roll out there with this line, I have no qualms with it or don't disagree with it because, I mean, the Packers are on a roll. You can say in the last couple of seasons, like Tampa was looking strong going into the playoffs last year. I still thought the Packers should beat them, or would have beat them. But San Francisco looked good going in 2 years ago into the playoffs. They were rolling. And the Packers are rolling. Nobody disagree. Like, they're the strongest team right now. Every other team in the NFC's got flaws, and the AFC for that matter too.
100%.
I mean, I'm encouraged by how cold it was last week. That if we can get that in the playoffs.
And it looks like, I mean, it's about to be colder this weekend. I know we're not playing at home, but
I hate Tampa came in here last year and beat us.
It was 35 degrees.
35 degrees. Rodgers is undefeated at home this year. Like, it's not going to be the same kind of scenario. So,
yeah, Monday and Tuesday of next week, we got, the lows of 1. That's encouraging. I'm expecting it. I need one of those damn Arctic blasts to come in. So whoever's controlling the weather, God, some guy in D.C., whoever the fuck it is, make sure it's cold as fuck in Lambeau come playoff time for the Packers. It can be a heat wave wild card weekend. I'm fine for that, but that next divisional round, yeah, we're going to need it ice cold in Lambeau.
You can say whatever you want about the Packers, have gotten beat at some big playoff games at Lambeau. I think that shit's done. The way they've been playing this year, the way Rodgers has been talking about it, like, even he's kind of alluding to, like, we're going to be fucking tough to beat.
I mean, one, teams can't beat us right now. Okay. Then we're going to get back 3 starters on the offensive line. Okay. And like you just said, our guards are playing at a very high level. So we're going to get back our starting center and our 2 starting tackles. Okay. Which is huge because we know Billy Turner's coming back for sure. Like I said, I'm like 98% sure Bach's coming back. And then on defense, you're going to add a top 3 cornerback and a top 5 pass rusher to this defense already. So you're telling me at corner we're going to have fucking Stokes, Rasul, and fucking Jair? Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. And then we're going to have Gary, Preston, and Z rushing. Shit, we only need, and Kenny, we only need to rush 4. We'll drop everybody back in coverage.
Yeah, that's rough. With how good Gary is looking this year, and I would have argued that Z was like the leader of the defense last year, one of the top defensive players in the league. And to get him back, like, we got 2 legit pass rushers up there all the time.
Preston's playing great.
Yeah, Kenny's playing on the top. I mean,
it's ridiculous to talk
about. We literally are going to have 4 pass rushers. And that, like, for real, and then you got Lowry and Slayton or Kiki or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Them blitz packages are going to be fucking crazy, and you better be ready to get rid of the ball. And you know my boy Rasul jumping everything.
You could go right down the list in the NFC and argue about why the Packers would whip any one of these freaking teams. You know the Rams don't want to come up here. The last couple times Lambeau has not been good for them. You know Cardinals don't want to see us. You know Dallas don't want to see us. I want to see Mike McCarthy in the playoffs so bad. Bad.
I don't think personally they're going to make it that far to see us. But if somehow they end up in the NFC Championship, fuck, I don't give a fuck if the game's in Dallas or LA. I'm fucking.
So we talked about defense and the offensive line, but I mean, with Rodgers and Adams doing what they're doing right now, it's like so entertaining and just like near football perfection to watch them. And it's like, I mean, that's why everybody's kind of saying, like, you know, live in the moment, appreciate this year. Packer fans love to bitch and focus on the negatives. But, I mean, you can't say much about that duo and what they're doing and how Adams has played as one of the top receivers the last 3 years solid.
100%. I mean,
Rodgers talked about it again.
But. Yeah, I mean, he's a stud. And when they need a first down, if they got that back shoulder thing going on, I don't know how the fuck you stop that. You could know it's coming. Davante could look at you and be like, hey, bro, they about to back shoulder your bitch ass. And they wouldn't be able to stop it. He could literally know the play was coming. And so, I mean, I don't know why we just don't do that the whole way down the fucking field.
I think it takes a lot for Rodgers not to be honest. And LaFleur, too, he's almost on the same shit. Like, let's do every play, but they know that we need to.
But our run game's good.
And that sets a lot of that up, to be honest. Like, you got to respect it the whole game. Because Jones will break one. A.J. Dillon's, like, just solid every fucking carry. So, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward. Like, everybody's talking about cold weather Dillon. I mean, I think he's going to make his mark on the playoffs this year for sure.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what he wore to the last game?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's embracing it. He said he had to do that for the people because he has the key to Door County. So he said he had to represent and do it for the common folk. I said, look at my guy.
Rodgers was shouting out Door County as well. You hear his list of Wisconsin things you got to do.
Yep. I think I've done everything but ice fish. Oh, and the
place in Thanksville.
Yeah.
My aunt lives like right down the street from that thing.
Yeah, I ain't been there.
Right on the bay.
Yeah,
that's nice up there. That's Door County. Well, that's actually technically in Brown County yet.
Yeah, so I haven't been to that place, but I've definitely rode the roller coaster at Bay Beach. I mean, supper club.
Zip and Pippin.
Are you fucking kidding me about the fucking supper club? I mean, that's like every Friday.
No, I like Rodgers' list.
No, I like the Rich, but I'm just saying that like that. I'm Wisconsin. That's not even like something I have to go out of my way to do.
This is what we do.
That's just like a supper club. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Things I'd add to the list,
but yeah, Bay Beach, everybody knows about that because they got the cheap tickets. You know,
I've been there, done that
forever. Yeah,
100%. I would have added like an old fashioned on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of took a
Packer tailgate.
He kind of took a shot at cheese curds. Wasn't too big a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure which ones he eating up there.
But
he got to get introduced to maybe some better cheesemakers around the area. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I think he said he gave up dairy, so I don't even think he eats the things. But
he said he likes some fried way more.
Whatever. Respect. And a lot of people don't know cheese curds don't get like the taste until like they add all the salt and shit on them. So at the cheesemakers. But whatever, it was cool to hear him talk about Wisconsin's appreciation for it.
He loves it here. He's staying.
He's about
to sign about a 3-year deal.
He's going out of his way a little bit to get himself back in the good graces of the Wisconsin fans, I think.
Yeah.
We all
the off season
and him stepping on the ledge on the unvax shit. You know, I mean, you're not going to get like goofy ass Bear fans aren't voting for MVP. Like Wisconsin appreciates the football part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they'll win us the Super Bowl.
Most of them up north are probably unvaxxed anyways, but.
But I think for this season, I mean,
we've been telling everybody the whole year we're going to get this ship, and I was kind of waiting for that theme for the season.
You know, it wasn't going to be Rodgers the unvaxxed
season, but I think when Rodgers talked about iconic Lambeau and you're playing the Green Bay Packers,
Packers.
Between that and then Brett Favre's congratulations on him breaking his touchdown record, saying, "Now go get that Super Bowl." I think those are the themes of the season now. And those are like the rallying cries, like, let's go get that Super Bowl. Brett Favre told them, broke his record. Like, this is the year. Everything's stacking up for the Packers. I mean, we've been on it from day one, but now everybody else is starting to come around.
Come on, jump on that bandwagon. Come jump on. Because we definitely own that. You don't want to come to Green Bay. I hope it's cold. Like Aaron keeps saying, last year was only 10,000 fans in the stands. So let's not act like they beat us on just a packed Lambeau. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason 80,000 strong for the playoffs,
and there's a reason there's a reason we're 8-0.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easier to play there later in the season.
And we've had the lower bowl cracking all year. Like last couple of games, I don't think anybody sat down, which is unusual for Lambeau. You got the old heads yelling at people to sit down. That's not like, and playoffs get to another level because, like you said, it is that much colder. It seems like there's a little bit younger crowd. People are, you have a Saturday game where everybody gets a little more liquored up. So it's going to be raucous in Lambeau, and they're going to be a tough out, whatever it is. We need 2 wins at Lambeau to get to the ship. So it is what it is at this point. So.
Looking to go 10-0 at Lambeau this year.
The Super Bowl's gonna be one for the ages. I want to see
Dr. Dre fuck the police at halftime, performance.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know where you were going with this for a sec. I don't think he's gonna be performing that. But I mean,
either way, the halftime show with Kendrick and Eminem and everybody is gonna piss off all the old boomers, which is gonna be great. So it's going to make me love the Super Bowl that much more. You know, all the old people that already hate the NFL and are mad at Colin Kaepernick are really going to love the Super Bowl halftime show.
And I heard that they might have to move it to Dallas.
For the Super Bowl because of COVID restrictions?
Yeah.
Oh, they moved it to Dallas. Like,
what kind of sign is that for the Packers?
That's what I was seeing. Dallas said that the stadium is available. And they are ready to host.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about no
COVID down there.
Hell.
There's going to be no restrictions.
None.
There are going to be 100,000 people in that bitch watching Rodgers throw touchdown after touchdown.
Facts. I'm having one hell of a Super Bowl party somewhere. I'm gonna order like Packer stringers and Packer
cigars like Vince Lombardi.
We're gonna be in that bitch like Joe Burrow. Fuck you talking about dancing?
It's gonna be epic. Yeah. Yeah, with the way fucking COVID's raging and shit, the way shit's going in this country, like it's gonna be a nice little celebration and a distraction for the Packers Super Bowl run they're going on right now. So, like everybody's been saying, enjoy the next few months. These next games are gonna be awesome. Let's get this Lions game out of the way. No injuries. Knock on wood. I'm not going to get into the debate whether you play the players, how much you play the players. Last game.
Do whatever they want. Bill Belichick used to play his players all the fucking time. He ain't getting no fuck.
To be honest, the smartest thing to do is to kind of defer to the players. Like,
yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you guys need to do? You guys don't think like we practice every fucking day? Do you guys need to go out there and play against the fucking Lions? No, yeah, okay, you do. Okay, whatever, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with them. Because I don't really, I don't like that playing not to get injured type situation. Like,
no.
You just go play, and if it happens, that happens. I mean,
injuries happen in practice. There's non-contact injuries are the worst.
Facts.
So, like Rodgers said, anytime you step on the field, it's a risk.
It's a risk.
So and the guys want to play football. They want to play games. They want to play against other teams, and that's what.
And if they did play, it'd be like having 3 weeks off. That's a little excessive. In my eyes. I mean, you ask Rodgers, he's like, shit, I don't need to practice. Fuck you talking about. That's what he said. He said, yeah, I'm going to play. He said, but, I really don't even have to practice. Like, I just show up on Sundays and throw tutties.
I am not worried at all. We talked about the defense. We talked about Rodgers, the offense, Adams, the line. The only thing to really worry about is the special teams. And I feel like
the last 2 weeks, they haven't been great, but they haven't.
My guy Moore looking
that's what I was gonna
nice.
Say. That's what I was going to say. If they found a guy that could just catch the ball consistently, return, not, do anything stupid back there. And we're not expecting touchdowns, a bunch of yards or whatever. Just, get us the ball. That's all you got to do.
Don't fumble. Fair catch or let it go in the end zone if that's right. You know what I'm saying? Because Amari Rodgers was getting us on the 5 every fucking drive against the fucking Bears. We're at the 3, we're at the 5, we're at the 7. But shit, you get us fucking 10 yards. Rodgers only got to go 80 yards. Catch that bitch at the 10, get 10 yards. That's all I want. No fumbling. No fucking people running into the kicker. And I'm good. Penalties, yeah, a lot of penalties. Like, I'm good.
Bro, they've been looking decent the last couple of weeks, which I'm hopeful for. So
they just can't hurt us.
They just can't hurt us.
Just don't hurt us. Yep.
Just don't hurt us. You don't got to win us the game. Right. Yep. You don't have to win us the game. You think we should bring T.O. in? He said he's good.
I think we're all right.
Dude's like 45, 47. Dude talking about he's still good to play in the NFL. I said,
if you could throw him in there on the 10 and get him a touchdown in the fucking red zone, but
in the Super Bowl, he go fucking on the logo.
We got so many weapons and guys that we can't even get the ball in their hands all we want right now.
Even though my boy Josiah dropped that touchdown last week, didn't really appreciate that. Had some money on the game. Packers first quarter -3.5, and then we, win for it on 4th. Didn't get it. Could have just kicked the field goal. Been up 6-0. I hit my bat. Packers up 6-0. Josiah drops a touchdown.
20.
You give Adams 20 looks a game, and each of our backs
10 carries. you're up to
40 plays already.
So, and I'm okay with all the targets you want to give Adams.
Oh yeah,
it's going to come through.
Yeah, I'm definitely for every opportunity Davante can get. I'm good with.
I love the run the damn ball people.
Yeah, when it's -10 at Lambeau in January, you're gonna have to run the ball some.
Oh, we're gonna run the ball. You seen what Jones was doing last week?
They only have 8 carries and like 70-some yards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember much about the Christmas game.
It's a little blurry, a little fuzzy. But I was locked in at the Minnesota game, trolling all those gay ass Minnesota fans. You have to cut that out.
But
Trevor's trying to get us canceled, Troy.
Cancel culture.
Woke
We usually try to be a part of the woke mob. Nice.
Yeah, I'm woke mob cancel culture, just to let people know.
I'm canceling myself.
You just exit the podcast, just hang up.
Yeah.
I'm blocking myself on every fucking social media. But no, Vikings fans got every slur coming. Whatever, you guys get your Super Bowl every year against the Packers. Sometimes you win once in a while. Zimmer is basically getting fired because of the Packers. So depending on how you look at that, you're welcome or sorry. But either way, Rodgers has basically been his nemesis that he couldn't get over his whole career.
They just be pointing at each other on the sidelines like, you.
So, I mean, I wasn't mad. I didn't care. Wasn't a Zimmer hater. Like, I kind of respect the dude. I think he puts together some good defenses, to be honest with you.
To be honest with you, I'm a fan of every coach that we just pummel. if it's Trustman, if it's fucking Lovey, whoever the fuck it is. I love those guys. You know what I'm saying? Matt Nagy, great coach. I hope the Bears keep him around for a couple more years. Looks like he's kind of getting them together. You know what I'm saying? Once they start playing a real quarterback, they win a couple games.
Like I'm saying, when you sign Cousins, is a big deal. Like you basically signed like your ceiling in the NFL. Like we're not worried about getting to that big of a game.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Trevor, there's not a lot of Cousins is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
He's above the average.
Yeah. So I mean,
he's right at that average line. What is that?
Who are you gonna go sign instead of him?
Oh, somebody that doesn't fold under the lights, personally. But
whatever. I mean, yeah, he's
gonna put good numbers. He'll get you some wins. I'm gonna go find a rookie or something. I don't know. But it's not going to be Cousins.
Well, unless you tank to get Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you need a quarterback, you sell the farm for a guy that you like in the draft, not fucking give Cousins low ceiling a monster.
In my opinion, whatever. Yeah, he's going to get you some wins. He's going to get you a bunch of stats, but
I think the thing with Cousins is I don't think he's obviously he's not Rodgers, and you just got to put a great team behind him for him to. Because I would way rather have him than Baker.
I'd agree with you on that one, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And Baker was a number 1 overall pick. At least Cousins was like second round, third round.
I mean, you could say that. You could say that about a lot of quarterbacks, though. Like, you put a great team around them, like, they'll do good.
But, that's what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
I mean, there's only like 5 elite quarterbacks in the NFL. If that. I mean,
say
look
5
at Josh.
Elite, but like 10 that could win the Super Bowl.
Look at Josh Allen. He's not no elite quarterback. The guy freaking sucks.
I wouldn't say he sucks, but he definitely came back to earth and was more realistic than the expectations they put on him this year.
I mean, what he had 125 yards passing last week against the fucking Atlanta or some shit.
I mean, you got the Burrows and Herberts that are going to be like superstars in the league for a long time.
Them, Brady, Rodgers, who else?
Jackson. I'm putting Jackson up there. Yeah, I mean, Dak.
I mean, I wouldn't
potentially.
No, hell no. Did you see Dak last week?
No, he's one of those ones where he's outside the top 5, but he's still good enough to get you somewhere. I'd put him way up.
Yeah, to the playoffs. He's good enough to get your team into the playoffs and win the worst division in football. Yeah, he's good enough for that. We're talking about elite Super Bowl caliber quarterbacks. Dak is not on that list. There's not many of them.
No, you're right. No,
There's
you're right.
only a handful of those guys. Unless you got one of those guys, you have to settle for something. You know what I mean?
That
I
is
don't know
true. Yeah.
what it is. And unfortunately, if you want to win it, and Mahomes, sorry, we forgot about Mahomes. But those would be my like 5 elite quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you got what Brady, obviously.
Rodgers, Mahomes. Those are like really in Burrow. And my eyes are like head and shoulders above the rest.
I wouldn't disagree. I'm sure there's like one or two that I would probably put on there. Not
I mean,
think
some
about
people might say
Russell,
Russell.
obviously, but
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? People will say Russell. People will say,
I'm not saying Stafford, that's for
Herbert.
sure. I think Kyler's going to be decent.
But like for me though, like them elite quarterbacks, and I guess you got to put Russell up there because he does have 2 Super Bowls. But I mean, those 5 for I guess would be my elite class.
Well, I mean, I would put Dude's probably never going to play again. This is probably get canceled again, but I would have put Watson on there before he got fucking surreal.
Yeah, Watson was a stud, but I don't know his current status at all.
No,
I don't know if he's even in the NFL. I mean, he looks like he's living a great fucking life. Let me tell you, like dude out here, he's still living very good life, very very good life. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable putting him in elite category. I don't even know if he plays in football anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Goot's not stupid. He understands this too. Like, there's like 5. We got the best, basically, quarterback right now. I mean, you can obviously make the argument for Brady, whatever. We just talked about there's going to be some superstars coming up, like the Burrow and Herbert, but Rodgers is the top of the game, even at his age, and dude doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't always careful with the ball, makes the right throw. He might miss a throw here and there, but he's got then giving him the best receiver in football is almost like a cheat code. You know what I mean? So the Goot realizes this. Them throwing out there that they're probably going to tag Adams, that's another thing. Like Rodgers, why the fuck would you leave? Especially like run it back after we get to the Super Bowl. You got Adams, like what more? They might have to blow up the rest of the team to keep those guys, but
no. I'm not worried about that. Russ Ball is in his fucking office right now. Fucking what time is it? 8:47 p.m. He's fucking in there crunching fucking numbers just to shove it up all these fucking Packer fans' ass that
Jair,
ain't got no money.
Z,
Adams,
on it.
We signing all these motherfuckers. Run it back. Going back to back. Back to back. Hey, we going back to back. Hey.
Back to back Super Bowls. Rodgers cements his fucking legacy
and walks off.
When he's retired, people ain't talking about his vax status and shit no more.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
They not talking about his vax status, and he's fucking putting that boy number 4 in the rear view.
Yeah, he's gonna have his 4th MVP. You can say to the Hub Arkish, is like, yeah, I was an asshole my whole career. All my teammates hated me, but here's the Super Bowl rings and these MVPs. What you think about that?
Fact.
What do y'all got with the Bears? Oh yeah, that's right.
Got
Bears, Vikings,
couple NFC North championships.
That's cool. You guys beat the Packers a couple times in Rodgers' career. That's pretty awesome.
Facts.
So congrats.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, Trev. Hoping to be in attendance to, a playoff game. I really just
downloaded that bitch into my Apple Wallet a couple of minutes ago.
You send my payment over.
I got the ice fishing gear out now too. It's cold in Wisconsin. Not worried. You bring on the cold weather. However cold it wants. I'll head over to the U.S. Cellular loft up there in the atrium, and I'll warm up for a few minutes.
I don't even need that shit. I got this Under Armour infrared face mask. Keeps me right. You got to keep the head and the chest the warmest, and the toes.
Stop at the old Fleet Farm there, and Oshkosh, Appleton, even right there in Green Bay, anywhere on the way up to Lambeau.
Shields,
40 up along 41 North. Grab yourself some toe warmers, some hand warmers. Throw a couple in your gloves, throw a couple in your boots.
If you got a couple,
have a few beers.
and you're good to go.
if you got a couple dollars, if you really kind of want to get away with it, get you one of those heated vests and put a nice sweatshirt. Put a nice sweatshirt over that joint. You're gonna be decent.
Oh, they got the Milwaukee or the DeWalt, heated shit with the battery packs now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse. You should be able to sit through there. They got nice enough gear nowadays.
And we standing in the playoffs.
Oh, you're jacked. It's the playoffs.
Yeah. You are.
I mean, I give people some low key tips. Tailgate at Lambeau too. And Kroll's has been pretty busy this year for whatever reason. Long lines.
Make sure you eat.
So yeah, don't get too drunk without eating anything. Christmas Day mistake.
Yeah, Christmas Day was great game. Great game. Shout out my boy Rasul. You know what I'm saying? Great game. But I was what you call lit. Okay. I was lit. I made it, but I made it all the way through the game for sure. And halfway home with no problems. You know,
I ended up passing out while opening gifts with the family at family Christmas after the game. Watch the highlights the next day. Like, damn, we almost lost. I felt like we were whooping their ass the whole time.
Yeah, I was having a great time.
Felt great about the game.
A lot of beers, a lot of charges. I mean, I think we spent, because I looked at my bank statement, Trevor, and I spent like 65 in Lambeau. I don't know what the fuck I bought.
I had about 3-4 concession surges on there the next day that I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was buying rounds, I guess.
Yeah, I was buying beers. I know the guy behind us bought us some beers. Because we're that type of guys, you know what I'm saying? The section just fucking falls in love.
You got to get the section involved, that's for sure.
Shout out 305, 307.
307. No go pack, go chance on offense. Just a reminder.
On defense.
Low key for people on game right now. Lowest line bathrooms pre-game before the game.
No, why?
We only got like 30 people. This ain't going viral. I'm gonna put our loyal listeners on some shit right now. No carry-ins in Titletown, but low-key warm bathrooms. You could go inside. Not the old the trough. Some nice bathrooms, and usually no line. Couple beer vendors back there. Usually no line. So you ain't got to be just Kroll. I mean, we're Krolls through and through, diehards. Most tailgates, but Titletown with that new shit. Check it out. It's pretty nice back in there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Also, if you don't want to do the Titletown, you can go to. Is it called Titletown too?
No, you talk about Johnsonville tailgate?
Johnsonville tailgate, right around there. They got some porta potties. Moves quick. Moves quick. It does. It's a good little spot, but I mean, it's really whatever you want to do. I recommend Kroll's and get a burger.
I'm not going to get people in my back roads to get on and off 41, but I'll let them know about some bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah, we'll let them know.
Yeah, you're not going to be in front of me in traffic, though. I'm keeping those secrets to myself.
I can't do nothing but respect that. So, how long do you think Rodgers and the boys play this week? Do you think they play the whole game, half, quarter?
Doubtful. I think they give them a couple series to a half.
I think they're just trying to break some records. Personally.
I think they play it by ear. Like before, and Rodgers are gonna look like, oh yeah, we feel good. Like we're good. I think they're just gonna kind of, this is enough. I think that they'll play it by ear and see what the vibe is, what's going on. If it looks like it's gonna be a rough game where the Lions are playing us close and shit, they'll be like, yeah, no, we don't need to be in no fucking rough and tumble game before the playoffs. Just throw a couple touchdowns at Adams and call it a day.
Adams needs 21 yards, I think, to break Jordy's record.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I don't like adding the extra game is like it basically skews all the records. I feel.
Davante missed a game, so it's even.
Yeah. But I mean, you look at the receivers this year. I mean, Cooper Kupp put up like stupid numbers for a receiver this year. So I mean, you got to think too. Rodgers missed a game too. One of our only losses.
Facts.
So we've got 3 losses, and you got to think. One was that stinker at the beginning of the year. One we didn't have Rodgers, and one was the Vikings Super Bowl. So whatever.
Yeah.
Those are our
Great
losses.
point. Great point. Great point. I mean, I could argue we damn near should be undefeated because we damn near should have won the Vikings game. We would have beat the Chiefs with Rodgers. And then week 1, if they would have just not thought or not knew who they were already. You know
I think the Packers. Yeah, but the Packers did pull out a few games. I feel too that could have went either way. I think Baltimore, Cincinnati.
I don't feel that way.
But I feel most games, with those games included, we should have been beating the shit out of them. I should have never been close.
Yeah.
So now that it looks like, all the Packers fans have been talking about, we need to close teams out. We're winning, but we're not putting teams away. Blah blah blah. Like, can't just be happy with winning. Packer fans. So now last week against Minnesota, put them to bed quick. And didn't let up. We had a good second half. So I mean that's encouraging going into the playoffs. So
I love it. I'm happy. I'm ready to make this playoff run, Super Bowl run, just like we've been saying all year. I can't wait.
Playoffs basically here. Just download the tab. I mean, I'm getting fucking pumped.
It's here.
It's fucking January. We're in fucking negative digits down here, southern Wisconsin. We're making ice. People are getting out there. I mean, it's fucking windy today. We got wind advisories.
I'm hoping my people behind me got to be out there for the playoffs too. You know what I'm saying? Out there shoveling Lambo. That's why I got them behind me because they're always in my heart, clearing the way.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the players. I like the receivers. Almost all went short sleeves last week.
They all
see
did.
The breath coming out. Rodgers in the heavy turtleneck. I mean, it's fucking playoff time.
I'm 99% sure, Trevor, that the only person on offense that had long sleeves was Rodgers.
I think there was a couple others.
No, Troy wasn't there. Me and Troy commented on that during the game. Rodgers
Mercedes?
Everybody out there, bearskin.
Nice, I love it.
And then, the corners, safeties.
I got to shout out to, you don't hear Savage's name ever? Solid. And Amos is involved in just about damn near every tackle. He's around the pile. He's making shit happen. Another player that's just kind of an unsung hero, both of our safeties. You don't hear their names a lot, but Amos is making tackles all over the place. I mean, we've talked a lot about our defense, but I mean, we got studs all over the place.
Facts.
I mean,
Campbell, we're about to get our 2 best defensive players back.
Campbell doesn't miss a damn tackle. It's crazy.
No, so the Packers, I seen it. I don't know if it was after last week's game or before. They were the only team in the NFL with under 100 missed tackles on the year. Only team. But
say what you want, that. You contribute that some of that to coaching. You can't go from a team that we've come accustomed to having some pretty weak defenses over the years, and being accustomed to seeing some missed tackles every game. To change that and be one of the best tackling teams in the league says a lot about Barry.
Yeah, the Joe Barry effect. We got the little Packer fan here. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know. Oh, no, you can't see it. It won't pop up. Oh, here we go.
What is it?
You're still on the list. I already got Maya on the list for Packers season tickets. Ha! Yeah, you wave. She was waving. Say, yeah, go Pack, go! But hey,
our first podcast.
Our first podcast, Maya, baby Maya. But yeah, hey, sit back, relax, get ready. Like we've been saying, special season, enjoy it while it's here, and then we'll worry about all the rest of the bullshit afterwards. But Trev, go Pack, go.
Fuck Hub Arkish, go Pack, go.
Fuck Hub. Bum.